So I saw a movie. I went to Utah. I saw a movie, and I saw The Marvels.
How was that?
Something tells me Marvel. First and foremost, shout out to the homie who was in the movie. I saw you. Incredible. I'm so happy. And I actually didn't hate the movie. I don't hate it, but I don't have like a strong like for it. I left the theater feeling exactly the same way from the last Ant-Man movie.
I didn't even see that one.
That's the thing. The Marvels makes me feel like Marvel is like they have their formula and it just is what it is now. There was that feeling when it was new and it was unique and it was storytelling and it was, even if I didn't really like Iron Man that much, it was unique, and each thing was a different thing.
Yep.
That feeling that I got when I saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2, that feeling is not what I got here.
I would imagine not.
Yeah. It was like girl power, bad person who's also a girl.
Right.
And they do this weird thing in Marvel now where they just decide to beat the bad person.
They're just like, yeah, well,
yeah,
I think we've done enough.
They check their watch and like, all right, well, I think it's about that time. Ant-Man 3 or 4 or whatever it was did that.
It was also Wakanda Forever. They was just like, all right, I guess we're done.
Don't get me started on Wakanda Forever because you know that movie was trash.
Oh my god!
And I don't want to call it trash, but it was not good.
I like the Talokan people.
Yeah, it's cool that your cousins were in the movie.
Hey man, that's pretty cool.
But it's true. At the end of the movie, they're losing.
Yeah,
and then they're like,
they go, all right, we're done.
We put the girl in the microwave.
Yeah,
or whatever, whoever it was. I guess we'll stop fighting now.
Yeah.
Huh? In the Marvels, the bad person. You're gonna watch it.
Probably when it gets on Disney.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a no. So in the Marvels, the bad person, who's a black, strong, independent black woman.
Yes.
She is trying to get a bangle.
Like a bangle?
Yeah. She's trying to get a bangle because one of the bangles has superpowers. The other one, they need to be together for some reason. So,
like the rocks.
Yes. You're talking about the stones, the Infinity Stones or whatever.
The rocks.
Stones.
Yeah.
Yes, the rocks. The Dwaynes.
The Dwaynes. Like. The Johnsons, if you will.
So, in the end, she finally gets the bangle so easily. Like, 20 minutes before, they're like, don't you dare. What's my man's name? Samuel L. Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, don't you dare let her get it. 20 minutes later, she just like takes it off the girl's hand.
Yeah.
And then she puts it on her hand. And then, so the thing is, like, if they touch or if they, like, come together, you have enough power to, like, destroy everything. So she does that.
Like the rocks.
Like the rocks. But then she does it, but then it's so much power that it kills her. But the story doesn't all the way make sense because the bad person is a bad person for a reason. Mm-hmm. Just like in Spider-Man, whichever one, where the Sandman is like, oh, I'm here to trying to help my daughter.
Right.
This was her not killing people, but she was like displacing resources from one planet for her planet. So I'm like, okay, I understand that you're not killing anybody, but you're killing people, but it's because something happened where you need like heat and water and whatever for your country. Cool. So the power of the bangles, it was supposed to like repower the sun and give them all the stuff that they're missing.
Mm-hmm.
Right before she like kills herself, I guess. America Marvel or whatever her name is, like the Black Marvel tells them, look, the White Marvel can just fix your son for you. Okay.
They were like, oh, That's all you needed.
That's yeah, like
I had it in my back pocket.
It was just like, yeah, she didn't even need the bangles.
Right.
She could just like go into the sun, fix it, and then go home. And then the girl was like, oh, okay, well, I'm still gonna kill myself.
Yeah, Marvel needs to relax.
And I didn't understand what, like, she just told you she could do it, and your whole thing was like, oh, well, I need to do it. But then Marvel's getting really annoying with this whole like infinite universes thing. So
yeah,
the Black Marvel. Okay, so just so you know, it's like they took a census before they put the movie out, and then they were like, okay, which people do we need to put on this? So there's like an Indian Marvel.
Yeah.
There's a black one and there's a white one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised they even put the white one in there. You know, but
surprised she made the cut.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe she's like LGBT or something. I don't know, but I guess it works out because she's the leader, so it's still racist. Okay.
Yeah, we can work together as long as you do what I say.
Yeah. As long as you still hail to this white power,
yeah,
we're good.
Come on, Black Marvel, let's go.
And Black Marvel doesn't want to be called anything but her name because, like, you better say my name, whatever. Anyways, spoiler alert, because I don't spoil a lot already. For some reason, she's the one chosen to go take the bangles to the other side when the same freaking thing happened in the multiverse Spider-Man movie, which was so dumb. That there's like a crack in the multiverse, and then now like other universes can come. Well,
right.
How many times are you guys gonna do this?
Well, the point is all these things are happening at the same time.
No.
Yeah, that's the point. Is the crack is happening all at the same time to all these different superheroes?
No. Here's why I say no. They caused the crack, and then Black Marvel goes to the other side of the crack to seal it. But then when she has a chance to get out of the other side to come back to her normal universe, she goes, I'm going to just stay here. Why?
For what?
And she's like, well, I always knew I was going to stay on the other side. Well, how'd you know this was going to happen?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's stupid.
I think the crack is happening at the same time. I think each superhero thinks that they caused it. I think that's what it's gonna end up being.
Okay, that's
Spider-Man did that. Loki, that's what the show's about right now.
Oh, I tried to watch that first episode.
I'm on the second episode or whatever.
It's not as good as the first one.
I heard the ending though is fire. It might be worth the push through. I don't know how many episodes in the season, but I'm gonna try it later in life. But
you know what the problem with Disney Plus is? The audio on the app is so quiet.
Really?
Even if I push the TV to 100, I can't hear it.
You need a sound bar.
I have one.
Okay.
I need a real sound bar.
You need 2 sound bars.
Yeah. I need a soap bar, like a sound soap bar.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so quiet. I have to to really do it. That Loki season 1 was fire.
It's really good, man.
Except the ending. But this one, I couldn't sit around for it. And I hate that triple Spider-Man movie because the ending makes no real sense.
Oh, the latest Spider-Man.
Yes, because they're like, okay, there's a crack in the thing, but he can't remember because he what was it? He went back in time or something to where he forgot.
No, he just wiped everybody's memory.
But he wiped his own memory.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Wait,
Peter Parker, no, he remembers.
No, Peter Parker doesn't remember.
Or
no, his friends don't remember.
His friends don't remember. He remembers.
Okay, that's stupid. But did he fix the crack? There was a crack, and then everybody was coming through.
He fixed the crack,
but he didn't.
That's the point. Is now there's a whole mess of.
I hate the infinite thing.
The problem is
because it can never end.
No, and that's why they want it because now they have a franchise forever.
I understand that, but at the same time,
it's
no
so
story,
convoluted.
No story matters.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is they're copying what their comic books did, But the comic books are a specific medium that have been going on for a fajillion years. Do I think all these movies are gonna last all that long? I don't know, but I think that's their goal. But I think it just makes it more complicated for audience viewers who are like, I only love superheroes, or the older people who are like, I want to go see this with my kids. Well, they're not gonna understand shit.
Oh yeah,
Nothing. You got to. Oh, you have to watch the last 13 movies to understand why
and the
this
TV
one,
shows.
and the TV show to understand why this is important. Why?
Black Marvel was in
WandaVision.
WandaVision. I don't even know what she did in WandaVision. I know she was hacking into the mainframe and whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm unclear as to what and why is the White Marvel her aunt? Like, listen, Disney's having a rough time. The Marvels bombed.
Yeah.
It was made for like 229 million. It made 169. It's not to say they'll never make money. They will. But this is another one. And then I read today that Wish. Did you know that Wish came out?
No.
It's another Disney movie with
That
a little
flopped too,
girl
huh?
with braids in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a black girl, and it bombed. I thought it was gonna come out maybe in January or something, so they can have time to promote it. I went into the theaters and they were like, "Yo, you want to watch this?" I was like, "What? What is this?"
What?
So something is off at Disney, Marvel. Maybe they need a Star Wars movie to like reboot them back into.
Maybe. I think
Yeah.
they need to just relax on the franchises for a second.
Well, how?
You
They've
know?
invested so much money
That's the
into it.
problem.
What?
It's now they're like, well, we can't stop because
It pays for everything.
yeah.
Wish is not the only movie that flopped.
Right.
We have Wish and then like a heap of other movies that flopped in the last like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the movie when they went into, they were like germs or something, and they went into the human brain or something? And
You
then
mean Inside Out?
no.
Then you lost me.
The movie where it was the first like gay, like the kids were gay, and it was a very short scene, but it made a big spectacle about it.
With Jake Gyllenhaal?
That sounds right.
Strange World?
Strange World bombed.
That one bombed.
Yeah, and then also Fire and Water.
Elemental? That bombed? I just watched it. It was pretty good.
You
But
liked it?
It was whatever.
I thought the story was kind of weak. Because I like the story idea, but the story was just like A B C D E.
There was a plot hole for me because maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But the source of why the wall broke and why there was a flood was never explained. I don't know why there was a flood. I don't know why the water was coming out of the hole.
It cracked.
But from what? I thought it was going to be like, oh, someone sabotaged to get all the brown people to But
I think it
that
was
just like
pressure.
flew by the wayside. They were just like, oh, it broke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the whole thing was blank. Like they fell in love. Oh, they're in love now.
Yeah.
Like there was it was the moment, in the movies where they're like, oh, this is the moment I fell for that person. They were like, oh,
Mhm.
That happened randomly. It was like
Yeah.
they were talking and then she was like, oh,
Yeah.
huh? And then I think the movie was a little too socially conscious. Like they're trying to make a point about
Sure.
everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is going to lead into this.
Go ahead.
You know what I just found out is good?
Mm.
Friends.
Oh.
Friends is a good show. I'd only seen one episode, half of one. And this past weekend, I saw like 5 episodes, and every episode was banging.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think about all these Disney movies that we watch now. That show had a really great way of tying everything together.
Right.
And I'm watching like season 8 or whatever. Jennifer Aniston's pregnant. I had a lot of questions to ask, but it's not like they left it open and weird where like it's just for the sake of laughter. It was a story that was being told per episode.
Yeah.
Disney now has this like odd agenda where the story has to be a lesson that applies to you as a person. And I think that's kind of weird. Like, it's understandable when you do it sometimes, because back in the day, that used to be the thing that got you awards. You know, like, wow, you spoke something powerful onto us. But now it doesn't necessarily feel like a powerful thing. It's more like, this is how we feel, and you should feel this way too.
Yeah. It's not going to play.
That's weird.
Yeah. It sucks. Because, like, there's so many classics. Disney was hitting banger after banger, and now it's like, petered out.
Well, who's here to replace him is the question.
DreamWorks, bro. DreamWorks has spit absolute fire. I got super high and watched Megamind last night. Holy shit. That's a movie.
Megamind.
Yeah. Will Ferrell and Tina Fey.
Isn't Megamind from like 2015?
Sure. So?
I'm talking about who's replacing Disney.
What was the last
now.
thing they just put out? Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Absolute fire. This is DreamWorks, bro. DreamWorks is on the up and up.
Really good.
It's fire.
Really good.
Absolute fire. They're on the up and up, man. DreamWorks.
You think Disney's dead? Dying?
I don't know. Hey, I heard a rumor. I don't know if this is true, but I heard the copyright license on Mickey is almost up.
Yes. Yes. You can now use Mickey Mouse in your own stuff, kind of like how Disney uses all those like Brothers Grimm stuff.
Yeah, because that's all public domain.
Yeah. So it's just going to become public
like
domain.
Winnie the Pooh and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I find that kind of weird as far as like laws go. I don't think it's totally fair, but okay.
Yeah. Considering they built their whole park based after this fucking shape.
And now somebody could just come in and like take it. I just feel like that's odd.
Yeah.
But I also think that they can reimagine Mickey.
I guess, but the basic shape of Mickey is like absolutely everywhere. It is synonymous to Disney. And for someone else to just grab that and go, that's going to be weird. Granted, no one has yet, but.
Oh, they have.
What do you mean?
Oh, plenty of people have. There's a movie that was shot secretly in the DSLR phase.
Oh, that was in Disneyland.
Yeah. And their whole website was X amount of days until Disney sues us for this movie.
Right.
If they're gonna make that movie, other people make fake Disney stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And I think now what we're thinking about is someone gonna make a movie or a video game and put Mickey Mouse in it?
Mm-hmm.
Is there gonna be Mickey Mouse Brothers, Mario Brothers, or what was it?
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers.
What's the name of that game that everybody used to like to play?
Super Mario Brothers. Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers. Is Mario going to be in the Super Smash Brothers?
Interesting.
You know,
you could do a Roger Rabbit too. Roger Rabbit had Mickey Mouse in it, but then Roger Rabbit ended up being a Disney property, so it doesn't really matter.
Really? I never saw it.
You ever see Roger Rabbit?
Mm-mm.
It's a detective movie.
That's with the lady with the blonde hair, red dress.
Red dress, red hair.
Oh, Lucy something.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
She's married to Roger Rabbit.
She's a rabbit?
No.
Oh,
that's his last name.
Oh,
she took his last name in the marriage.
You know what's really sad? I've only seen the LeBron James Space Jam.
That is actually pretty sad. Because the first one's a fire. The second one is hot dog water.
Somebody told me the other day, millennials love to hype up a D- film.
That's probably true, but we work with what we got, what we had. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gonna watch Good Burger too?
No,
Yeah.
I don't like to taint the memories I have of the old stuff.
And see them all.
You know, granted, Good Burger is a Nickelodeon movie, probably a D- movie, but I like it in my head.
I don't even think it should have been a movie. I think it was like a skit from.
It was.
All
That's how
that,
it started.
right?
It was
or the
an all
Amanda
that
show.
skit, and they were like, "Oh, let's capitalize. Let's make a movie." They did that with a couple.
Skeeter, Cousin Skeeter.
Cousin Skeeter, I think, was one.
Yeah,
Cousin Skeeter was a puppet, though.
yeah, that was a good show.
I like
With
that.
Robert.
With what's the dude's name?
Robert Richard.
And the girl.
The girl.
It was a girl in Cousin Skeeter. It was what's her face? The only reason, for some reason, the only movie I can think that she's in is
Megan Good.
the Love Guru. But yeah, Megan
the
Good.
Love Guru.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Anyway, ignore me. Yeah, Megan Good and
Megan Good. Megan is looking fantabulous nowadays. My goodness. Now she ain't got to go to church 4 times a week. The devil got her looking
That's
all
what
right.
it was.
Boy, looking like a hot angel.
Uh-oh.